Hello, and welcome back for another fantastic foray out onto the fallow fields and fetid fens of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And don't worry, I'm gonna preemptively hate myself for that fantastic 4A pun. You really don't have to bother. Yes, the self-loathing is strong with this one, but be wary. Terrible play leads to bad jokes. Bad jokes to horrible puns. Horrible puns lead to suffering. This is the path to the dark side, and a slippery slope it is, young Padawan. Continue down this shadowed track, and soon find yourself playing Five Nights at Freddy's 6, you will. It's the worst Yoda impression of all time, but still solid advice. It is a slippery slope before you're a shriek tuber, and boy, I'm not firing shots. I don't want to be that guy. But it is time for a fantastic foray, because as you can see, we've got the gentle tide here. And I'm thinking maybe Sue, Reed, Johnny, and Ben are once again headed into the fray. So let's go take a look at the cove and just see what's on the menu. On the plus side, taking a fantastic four out, we won't need to rejigger any trinkets either, because they're already going to be pretty well trinketed. What do we got in the cove? We can't take them into the cove because there isn't a mission for them to do. Well, then, I guess maybe it won't be a fantastic foray. We could try and kill the Beguiling Siren. Do we have, like, a team that would be okay at that? Well, sort of. The only real problem is, I want to take another run at the Darkest Dungeon, but we gotta have a Jester before we can do that, and we can't have a Jester until we get these guys leveled up. Also, I don't really like the looks of any potential team we might have to take on the Beguiling Siren. I don't like them at all. They're all actually would be kind of crappy. What we could do is try and take the Fantastic... Dare we take the Fantastic Four into a... Is one of these short? If there was a short dungeon here, I might take them in over their heads. The Fantastic Four's been real good, real good. Do I think they're good enough to take a medium champion dungeon? No, I mean, there's brazen and then there's stupid, and there's a fine line between brazen and stupid, or as Yoda would say, a fine line between brazen and stupid there is. A fine line between Darkest Dungeon and Five Nights at Freddy's 26 there is. Actually, there's not a fine line at all. There's a pretty damn staunch line there. We could do this medium veteran mission in the Warrens, which I don't hate, or alternatively, we could just go kick the shit out of the ruins again. I mean, we already have one of those. 6 deeds we don't really need, 6,700 gold. We don't really need another feather crystal either, though. We don't really need either of these things. Well, you know what? Let's just do the ruins. Yes, I'm aware bonus EXP in the cove, but look, we don't really even need the bonus EXP. We really don't. Now might be the time to go kill the Beguiling Siren, though, because there is bonus damage. Do we have a team that could even theoretically pull this off? What could we pile together? We need a powerful healer, but a single target healer might be okay in this one. We could maybe get by with a John Constantine. He has a single target heal. Now, you know what? We'd be way better off in this case with a Vestal. This is the time for the Vestal. So we take a Vestal. What else would we take? We can't take a Vestal. If we take a Vestal, we're writing off the Swamp Thing. The Swamp Thing is immediately out the moment we say yes to the Vestal. James Harper, I kind of feel like would need to be involved in some fashion, but then we'd also need somebody to do some damage. I don't want to take one of our Hellions, though, because they just hit so hard. If they get mind controlled by the Beguiling Siren, we're sunk. Do we try? You know what? Screw it. If we're gonna let's do something stupid. Something stupid, Pete? Hey, come on. Something stupid is how I roll. You've watched me play Darkest Dungeon. You know I'm all about stupid. So, excuse me? Oh, sorry, Catherine Bishop. Oh, I won't go do a veteran mission. Come on. I gotta do stupid and crazy things. I'm not just gonna routinely take the easy layup. No, I gotta shoot the half-court shot. I want that $50,000 and a lifetime of free tacos at Taco Bell. Do we want to take Wonder Woman, or do we... You know what? Rachel Summers already has a ton of stress, but we need to keep our stress low on anybody who might be going into the dungeon. Alright, you know what? Do it, Wonder Woman. I trust that wondrous woman. Which means then we got... Are we really going to go with Nick Fury? Frontline fighter? I don't really like that plan. I'd love to get a Plague Doctor. You know what? In fact, I would so love to get a Plague Doctor on this. Yeah, okay. I'm just embracing the stupid at this point. Screw it. It's full-on stupidity. Embrace the stupid, Pete. Embrace the stupid. Who do you want in this front slot, then? I'm thinking you would be acceptable. And then we need somebody that can actually dish out some damage. You know what? A little stress relief wouldn't hurt. Man, I'm not sure I like this team at all, but it's still the team I'm going with. So we got to do trinkets then. All right, fine. Unequip all trinkets and sort by rarity. Let's get our trinkets set. Okay, so James Harper, the Guardian. He's been fantastic for us. We want to give him as much extra dodge as we can. Isn't one of these items just a bunch of dodge? Been a few days since I got a chance to play Darkest Dungeon, so if I'm a little off my game, you're gonna have to, kind of just bear with me a little bit. There you go. Camouflage cloak is good, and I'm thinking maybe dodge crystal, bonus speed, bonus dodge. That's a pretty hefty amount of dodge, and we're not really worried about James Harper's damage. You know what? Yeah, we really don't care about his damage bonus. We just want to give him as much dodge as possible. Can we do better in the dodge perspective? Yeah, you know what? Feather crystal's fine. So that's got you sorted. Clark Kent. We've been having really, really good luck with this, with just the Crusaders orders and the Holy orders. Bonus healing skills, bonus crit if in position 1. Maybe we should reposition you then. You know what? Yeah, James Harper, you're just as effective out of position 1 as position 2, so this is acceptable to us. Good, good. All right. And, you know, say what you want about the Plague Doctor, but his trinkets, always easy to equip. Always easy because he gets the same too. It's a Blasphemous Vial. And then we're going to go with a little bit of Poisoned Herb. What do we want out of our Wonder Woman? Again, always very easy. Profane Scroll is actually pretty good, just not for our particular build that we tend to favor. And where's my Sacred Scroll? So this is good. Pete, you're not taking the Ancestors map into this dungeon. And I say, you're right. I'm actually not taking the Ancestors map because since this is a boss battle, we're going to be able to tell right from the jump where it is that we need to go. So we good. We don't actually need that map. Let's get our provisions on. Last time we went into a dungeon without provisions, it had catastrophic effects. We're not going to do that again. Why the full stack of anti-venom, Pete? Well, I have a plan. Since we do have a Plague Doctor, they're going to be doing pretty good aggregate damage, but the Beguiling Siren does have a tendency to woo seekers to her side, and Mary Walker, I mean, she's a powerfully sexual being. She'd be like, hey, baby, what's going on? You show me that chest of yours, and I'm going to maybe come over to your side. And in case that happens, I want to be able to cure any poison we might get. Shovels. You know what? Full stack. We can't really be too cautious here. Let's grab a couple bandages. Couple medicinal herbs. 1 key just in case we get extraordinarily lucky. Torches. We're not going that far into the dungeon, so let's just take here, we'll take our standard 14. Food. All the food. We may need bonus heals here. A little extra food. And we are definitely going to want to camp before we go fight the Beguiling Siren, if only for an opportunity for a little extra stress relief. Let's do this, team. It's boss bashing time.
Under the blood moon, I lured my wide-eyed prey to the pier's edge.
Yeah, you know, the Beguiling Siren, now that I'm actually looking at her chest, it could use some work. She's got a real kind of Tara Reid boob job vibe working here, and I gotta say, I'm not a fan. It looks like somebody took 2 pieces of salami and just stuck them to her chest. Be like, bam, salami, bam, salami. Does it look good? No. Does it taste fantastic on some rye bread with a little bit of provolone cheese? Yes, actually. So your chest looks horrible, but probably tastes delicious. The salty sweet salami there. Oh, I'd give her the salty sweet salami. Alright, so what do we got here? 4 rooms away. Is that literally the furthest point? Yes, so the Beguiling Siren is here. And fantastically for us, this actually... We don't have a lot of ground to cover. Oh god, I forgot Typhoid Mary is curious. She's gonna be touching everything in the damn dungeon. Alright, well at least it was empty. So we got that. We really need to get rid of Curious. There's no way we could take this unit into the Darkest Dungeon itself. Touching every little thing they happen to find, that would be tragically awful for us. And a little shocker for the Guardian. He is stunned. Not really that big of a loss, honestly. Okay, the C-word slash for 14 does make a considerable difference, though. That friggin' hurt. So who do we want to take out here? That thing has 21 hit points? Wow, that's a lot. We don't really have time to, except we got to start working the thrall. Otherwise, he's going to explode and kill everyone. Good, solid damage output. That's fatal damage on the thrall. Fantastic. He doesn't get a turn.
This is how a life is taken.
This is how a life is taken, in case you were wondering. That specifically is how a life is taken. You poison them and then chop them in half with a giant greatsword. That's the best way to do it.
Mortality.
I'm a little salty about that gouge. We got hemophilia from that? I'm pretty sure hemophilia is genetic. How did we get that from... These guys can give us genetic disorders. It's a new level of danger for the Darkest Dungeon. All right, so we're going to guard somebody. Who do we want to guard? You know what? Let's guard... you. We're going to guard our Vestal. I would love to get some stress relief working here. Nothing fancy out of Typhoid Mary. Just give us the solid blight damage. Yeah, so much blood. You're not really that hurt. Also, kill the man that is making us do all of the bleeding. That would be delightful. Fatal damage, then? Yes, with the blight, fatal damage. This is acceptable. Now all we have to do is put up with a maximum of 1 additional salty gouge. And in fact, we're getting rid of that salty gouge. You take your salt and your gouge, and you get it right the hell out of here, Paralyzing Stinger. I'm not even sure the Paralyzing Stinger can do much from that particular position. Let's see if we can get a little cheap stress relief here. Well, he can Shocker, which is fine. 1 damage and a stun. Oh, well, we're not going to get any stress relief out of that, though, are we? So let's bolster. Little bonus dodge for everybody. We ditch the stun. We go for the retribution, which got whiffed. Okay, well, he dodged it. But hey, we did make an attack this turn, game, so you don't get to give me that bullshit, here's a bunch of stress for nothing penalty, because hey, we made an effort, man. We made an effort. A token effort? Yes, it was a token effort, but it was still an effort. I'm gonna throw a shocker. Bam! Alright, well, we got fatal damage on that guy, so at this point, we definitely go for the stress relief, and I think we just straight up take it on old Superman here. Also, you know, that hemophilia is not necessarily a deal breaker, because we can cure that as well. Let's just go for the finish. It was dead anyway. And I really didn't want it, well, we didn't have a bleed or anything to cure, so all things considered, that fight went acceptably. Little bit of stress, which is unfortunate. We got 36 on Clark Kent. We should be able to grind most of that away. As long as we stay relatively okay on our way to the final boss battle, we should still be in decent shape. Not great shape, but decent shape. We got, you know, we got kind of a dad bod working. We're not in great shape, no, but we're not, you know, morbidly obese or anything. We're rocking a dad bod. A little bit of extra pudge around the middle. We're getting a little doughy around the midsection, yeah, but, you know, we're getting on in years, and that's going to happen. We just don't have as much time to work out as we used to between your mother and, you know, all of these kids we've got now. Soccer practice, there's after-school events. It's just, it's a lot of work being a dad, man. Got the dad bod.
Blazing star is born.
A blazing star is born. Did somebody set fire to Barbra Streisand? I say that like in a hopeful tone. Seriously, did somebody set fire to Barbra Streisand? That would be... Every single box, Typhoid Mary? Must you touch everything? I know you just said nothing must be untouched, but still,
Only treasure could
once in a while we should get a chance to not fail that roll.
corruption.
Hunger? Man, we got food, that's fine. Let's burn another torch while we're at it. We got plenty of torches, 2 rooms to go. All I really care about is that there's not a hallway battle between these 2 rooms. That's the only thing I've ever wanted. Then for Rachel Summers to not take like back-to-back-to-back criticals and get completely porked. That's the other thing I've always wanted. Seaward slash. We're gonna take some damage in this fight. Like a lot of damage right up front from Clark Kent. So I need the stun. We gotta slow these guys roll a bit. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit you in the face with a giant sword. Get some decent damage out of that. Honestly, you know, I would rather go for the kill here than the heal, which we did not get. It is a self-heal, which is fine. That's why instead of healing Superman, I was pretty comfortable with doing that. And we're going to throw the guard at Soups, just for a chance to intercept and dodge some shots. Are we going to get lucky enough to get that to work again? Absolutely not. We're not going to go double stun, so instead we're going to go for the blight, start working that back rank. Comes the seaward slash. We did guard it, which is fine. We managed to spread the damage out a little bit. That guy's still stunned. Comes another seaward slash. Stepped in for ouch. And now we're starting to get a lot of damage piled up on us here. I still say we go for the kill. We gotta get rid. We gotta start whittling these guys down. They just hit too hard to let them linger. We can't leave them like a Cranberry song. Okay, Okay, 7 damage for Mary Walker, not the end of the world. You gotta whack this man. Oh no, Clark Kent the dodge! We did not need that. Go for the riposte though. At least this time when we're dodging, we're swinging back. He's gonna step in front of that. Dodge and riposte though, man. Why? What is up with the no dodging here, guys? The dodge part is an integral part of the dodge and riposte plan. Another spear fishing. I think the Phoenix Force can take a little bit of a beating, but not much more, admittedly. Yeah, we're getting worked over. So we're definitely going to throw the guard then at our Vestal. Superman be damned. We got to go for the AoE heal. Would have loved to have seen a critical there. Superman, thank you for not allowing that man to dodge you and murder our entire team. I appreciate that. We're going to go for... You have fatal damage, right? You're ticking 12. You're ticking... Both of these guys have fatal damage. So you know what? Fine. We're going for heals then. Mary Walker brings the critical heal. See, somebody's doing their damn job back there. No chance for stress relief because the enemy team won all of the speed rolls. Well, that blows. We'll take as much gold as we can carry because we already have 1 stack. These are valuable. Those are valuable. You know what? We kind of don't need his portraits. We also don't need this holy water. Who brought this? Pete, you could use holy water on Coral to get rid of a negative quirk. I don't anticipate running into any between here and the end of the dungeon. He says as he... Besides, you know what? Even if we had... Also, restore the party to their original order. If we did, it doesn't matter because Mary Walker would just touch it anyway and screw us out of a chance to get free quirk relief. We already know how that scenario is going to play. Well, you finally decide to dodge an attack that does no damage, and you know what? I'm surprisingly not salty about that. Ouch. So you know what? Give us the bolster. I just want the bonus dodge and speed. Start ticking the poison on this Thrall. We really need to see if we can kill this Thrall before he gets a chance to explode and kill everyone. Good, he's dead now. We can ignore him. He also didn't get a chance to go, which is fantastic. Or that's like, you know, that's first strike meta. We're going classic Magic the Gathering here. We got some first strike creatures we're going to try and make use of. So, are you guarding? Yes. So we should then try and get the dodge and riposte working. And remember, James Harper, the dodge, an integral part of dodge and riposte meta. So make sure that you bring the dodging. Call of the Deep. This is fine. He's just going to heal that dude. Oh, it's a buff. Bonus damage, bonus accuracy, and more important, bonus crit. That guy is supremely dangerous suddenly. Gotta go for the AoE heal. I think we've got enough soup to bring this man down. As long as Superman doesn't whiff, and he didn't, we're good. We got enough to bring... Okay, we're good. This man's just gonna be dead then. He's got a superb amount of poison damage ticking on him every single turn. We're gonna self-mark, and if this guy attacks, we want him to attack us. Honestly, stress relief. We may have fatal damage on this guy anyway. Yeah, we do. So the stress relief, definitely the right choice. Take that bonus gold. Look at the sapphires and rubies coming out of this place, though. It's a veritable gold mine of gemologists. Technically, it couldn't be a gold mine of gemology because gold comes from gold mines, not gems. Also, for once, little Mary back there decided to not touch something. We did not get any food out of this. We got exclusively treasure. Well, may as well drink that holy water because nothing more sacrilegious than that. Honestly, I think the Onyx we probably just throw on the floor. Or, you know what, better yet, let's keep the Onyx and get rid of those 3 torches we're never going to use. We're going to camp in this room anyway. We should have burned one of those torches. Sorry, we wasted whatever the sellback price of 1 torch is. And we got scouting and a secret room! Oh, so good. Son of a bitch, there's a hallway battle. Okay, here's what we're going to do then. We're going to move towards this final room. We are going to deliberately backtrack. I want this fight out of the way. I hate you so much, Mary Walker. At least it's just an old crate. You know what, here. It's an old crate with 4 deeds in it, and I don't care about those. So, we burn this torch, fight this fight, then we're going to backtrack to the... What if they're... Well... This is why we did this. This is why this was the appropriate move. What's your stun resistance? 95%. What's our stun chance like? I don't care about the accuracy. I care about the stun chance. You know, honestly, it's probably not worth it. These guys have so few hit points. we might be able to kill him. We got 0, but we are going to have him ticking for 6. So that thing is dead. It's only going to get a single turn. Or we could go... Good. Now it never gets to go at all. It's just straight up dead. We knew we were going to take a ton of stress here. This is why I'm going for the backtrack meta. This exactly right here, this scenario, is why we're doing this. So we guard our Vestal. Vestal, I think we just have you start dropping bombs. Since you are in most need of healing, that heals you and does some very trivial amount of damage to that ghoul. Squirted by Brine, which we dodged. Acceptable. It was not fatal damage. But that doesn't matter. The Guardian doing work. He's guarding like he's never guarded before. Now he's going to dodge and riposte, though. Got 1 damage. Powerful work, sir. Right, here comes the Howl. We will at least get a riposte off of this. No? Why not? That definitely hit us. Rachel Summers' stress is getting towards the upper out-of-control limit. I don't want to have to go fight the Beguiling Siren with someone who is afflicted. Good. Both of those guys have fatal damage now. They're going to die to blights, too, which means no corpses left behind. Yeah, take that like a not really that successful government education program. Are we still guarding? We are still guarding. You know what? We're never going to stun this man. Honestly, you know what? Go for the bolster. I'd rather have the bonus dodge. If we can dodge even one of his stress attacks, that becomes supremely worth it. We are still riposting as well. So, yeah, just wallop that man in the face. Superman, we got to get some damage on this dude. Really feel like the healing is probably going to be pretty important. Much more so than even the damage. And hopefully the speed boost we gave ourselves will get us a chance to get off well before this guy gets much of an opportunity to go. More speed. More speed equals more damage. If we can whittle this guy down before he gets another... Nope. So close. Comes the Skull Toss. Connected. As long as it's not a critical, that's stress we can abide. And potentially even stress we can undo, because this guy does have fatal damage. I really think our Vestal is probably the best target for stress relief, though. And I would love to see if we could get another round of stress relief here. More speed. We want everybody to beat the ghoul. Or really just Clark Kent. Because the ghoul's just going to drop dead at the start of its turn. AoE heal. Excellent output on that. Ghoul drops dead. All right. Solid performance, team. Well, that Onyx is going to go because I'm going to take gold instead. And we've got everything we can carry. All right, now we are admittedly going to take some stress because we're backtracking all the way to the secret room. But we go into the secret room, deal with whatever's in there, if there's anything in there. Take our treasure, and then we camp. We'll burn a torch. Sometimes there's a fight in this room. It can be very difficult. Not this time, though. So now we camp. Everybody feast. We got to get as much stress relief as we can. Stress relief has got to be our primary focus, but also avoiding ambush is our major focus. Pray. We do not have the ability that prevents... Okay, well, you don't have an ability that prevents nighttime ambush. Please tell me I have one. Of course not. Wait, Zealous Vigil. Okay. You get minus 25 stress, and we're preventing nighttime ambush. So you know what? Acceptable. Zealous Speech. All companions get minus 15 stress. That's pretty good, but it's so much time. 5 time would only leave us with 3. Can we do better from a stress relief standpoint? Bonus accuracy and bonus... I mean, we gotta bless. I want that bonus dodge. I would love to be able to cure that disease, but that would only... Okay, what can we do if we cure that disease? What can we do with 3 time? All companions plus 10 damage, but that costs 4. We can't do it. Oh, okay, here's what we do then. Okay, we can make it work. So we do take our weapons practice, and then... No, you were supposed to cure... you were supposed to cure Superman. Wait, did you cure Superman? No, he's still a hemophiliac. You're supposed to cure Superman, damn it. Typhoid Mary is the selfish person of all time. She touches every object, keeps... Well, I mean, Superman's a kleptomaniac, so maybe not. Typhoid Mary just wants to touch everything. Superman actually takes it. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna touch it. Also, on whatever I find, I'm fucking keeping it. What's in the ancient artifact box, though? 7,500 gold. All things considered, this is acceptable. We're gonna throw that food on the floor, and we're gonna take the gold instead. Who needs food when you got gold? Gold can buy food. We're gonna die. We may die hungry, but at least we're gonna die rich. All right, Beguiling Siren. What do you think you got? Let's find out. This is it. It's game on, broheen.
The aquatic devils have remade the poor girl in their image.
How's her blight resistance? Terrible, actually. Oh, Mary Walker leading things off with the blight and a crit. That's freaking huge. Superman with the bad smite. All right, we're already working her over. Here comes Song of Desire. You know what? Couldn't have happened to a better target. This is fine. Just don't heal her. That's really all I care about. Beguiling Siren, take 5 damage. She has 220 health, though. That's quite a bit. Pressure Crash. What does this do? Gotta be a stress attack. Okay, we got some stress. You fight for love. Just don't heal her. She's gonna divine heal. Okay, she's gonna heal her. Undid some of our damage, but still, it couldn't happen to a better target. It really couldn't have. The Beguiling Siren is not immune to stuns. Oh, we have moved Superman out of the first position. That's actually terrible. Keep piling on the blight, though, Mary Walker. Again, you're going to be doing all of the heavy lifting in this fight. What is High Tide? She has summoned a Guardian for herself. That's actually pretty bad. Do not threaten my queen. She's going to AoE heal. We're not really taking damage, though, so what's Devour? Got dodged. We're bleeding. Okay, you know, bleeds are fixable, but also, we got some bandages. Let's use one right now while the using is good. Also, get back in front. We're never going to use Rampart again. We got our homegirl back. Fantastic. You got to keep up the damage, Mary Walker. You're all of our damage, though. There's no blood left for the... No! I was trying to click to dismiss the damn bark! I just wanted to dismiss the bark. That's all I wanted to do. And now we're Alright. That's actually... Oh, we resisted! Oh, it's so good, Superman! You're the greatest hero who's ever lived, especially considering magic is supposed to be one of your vulnerabilities. I'm vulnerable to magic. Yeah, whatever, Superman. You have vulnerabilities. Here comes the Devour. Once again, we are bleeding. Some of these bleeds got to be getting fairly hefty. And it's fine. You go ahead and throw a barnacle barrier on her. I don't care. Song of Desire. Gonna try and take Superman again? Even Superman is vulnerable to boob damage. And suddenly we're one position short. This is so bad. Alright, keep poking at the Guardian. Comes the Devourer. We have so much bleed on us right now. We can cure bleeds, admittedly. What is this? Bulwark of Faith. Okay, self-mark. That's fine. I'm in no way compelled to try and take advantage of that. We got to increase our dodge ability here. Yeah, you're bleeding a little bit, but the actual bleed, 9 damage per round for 3 rounds, that's pretty significant. We can cure that on our turn. That guy's ticking for 12. Octocestus, ouch, which is also a bleed. Yeah, so we're going to be, like, hemorrhaging half of our life every single turn. I cannot battlefield medicine because of my position. Alright, well, screw it then. Bandage. This is why we brought him. No more stackable bleed bullshit on Octocestus boy back here. And somebody... Okay, you got to step in front of some of that for us there, James. You're a Guardian. You need to start Guardianing. That's what we needed right there was the triple dodge. That's beautiful. And please... Typhoid Mary, you gotta undo the catastrophic bleed damage she suffered. More. This chick's just devouring twice. Just devour after devour after devour. We need Superman back. He's all of our damage. He fights for love. He's gonna... Okay, he's gonna J'accuse. You gotta be shitting me. A 21 damage crit?
The end approaches.
That's real bad. We got Superman back, and he's in the worst possible position he could ever be in. This is fantastic. I need more dodging out of this. If nothing else, we can try and dodge our way to victory. This man already has fatal damage, so let's throw it at the Beguiling Siren. I don't think she'll resummon as long as this guy is alive. James Harper with the dodge. That was real good. Please put a big heal on Typhoid Mary. She can't take much more of this. She's also all of our damage. There comes more bleeding. All right. Can you do anything? Hell yeah, you can. You can straight up murder. That was a good shot. We got 24 damage, and we can do it again if the need arises. You know what? Keep the dodge stack. Give me the speed and that dodge. It's doing work. Typhoid Mary's getting our last bandage. I know, but we need... we could have also had her do battlefield medicine, but she's in the wrong position, and she's all of our damage. We should be able to Holy... Oh, she's too close to Holy Lance. Son of a bitch. All right, move up. Song of Desire. Harper, you gotta dodge! He did not dodge. He's gonna be guarding the Beguiling Siren. That's exceptionally bad for us. Here comes the pressure crash. Okay, that's fine. A little bit of stress. We're getting very borderline freak-out zone, though. Keep piling the damage on the Beguiling Siren. If we get it on there before Harper... We got 36 on there right now. That's most of the way home. Did you go for the riposte? You went for the minimal damage riposte attack. You can take that shot all day, dog. We're very close to having won. 30 damage out of the Beguiling Siren is all we got to get. The mad dodge bonus we got earlier is still working for us. 6 per round for 2 rounds. You've got 30. You know what? We need a little self-healing, and the damage is considerable. 6. She's down to 12. All we have to do is survive. Oh, we got to hit her with something else and then also survive for 2 turns. We got our boy back. Harper works okay from final position. We just have him keep throwing the bolster, give us that dodge and speed. And that's it. This is a win. All we got to do now is hold on. We've got the fatal damage clocking. We just got to hold on for the win. Cling to the edge by your fingertips. I love blights and bleeds against monsters that get multiple actions per round because they stack so well. This guy's just, you're done for, by the way. Just you might as well just hang up your little fishy hat. This one's over for you. This is gonna be one of our most palpable wins in a good long while. You know what? Here, stress relief. Not on James Harper per se, but I mean, okay. I guess it doesn't ultimately matter. Try and farm some crits. No criticals. And you're done. Alright. That went pretty well. Do we want this? Yes, we do in favor of what? Let's say this medicinal herb, which we're never going to use. And that's it? Continue adventuring? Hell no. Let's get that shit out of here. Call this one a win. Take our victory. And stride with the swagger back to town. The gold on this is going to be crazy. We made a windfall of cash from that Beguiling Siren. Probably because we snapped some pictures of her with her shirt off and be like, oh, check out the beauty that lurks in the cove. Look at the hooters on that gal. She's got nice boobs. That's right. She's dead, but we're still going to post those pics. We're capitalizing on this the way Playboy tried to capitalize on the whole Dana Plato thing. So what do we get? 27,000? We got almost 29,000 gold. We also got the Siren's Conch, which is, I mean, something. The minus 15% stress is actually quite good. Legendary Bracer, which we already have several of, so we can consider that effectively just more gold for the pile. How'd we do post-game? Hard-skinned? Pretty good. Plus 10% protection. You got Curious as well? Which replaced Fear of Other Humans. That's horrible. Everyone is curious! Hylomania, Clark Kent. Well, Hylomania go nicely with your Kleptomania. You also have... You replaced On Guard with Warren's Adventure, which is a drawback. Zoophobia replaced Slow Draw. That's a bit of a wash, but picking up the Red Plague sure doesn't, you know, work for me. Who does the Red Plague work for? Well, I mean, Edgar Allan Poe. He's probably the one person who profited from it in the course of history. So, noisy repairs. The cloister is locked, the transept is cheap, and the penance hall is cheap as dirt, but we can't... You know, that's actually probably good. Transept and penance hall being cheaper is a benefit. We can't, you know, we got noisy repairs, but that's not really that big of a deal. So let's check our old stagecoach here. We do want to swing down to the bottom of the roster. We've got Mortimer, but we really need just one level 3 who would complement this team. Also, at some point we got to give these guys names, but No level 3s. Well, you're all fired then. No need to even bother investigating what you're capable of. We do need some stress relief, though. And it's pretty unlikely that Clark, any of these guys are going to go on our next mission. Rachel Summers and Mary Walker definitely got to get some stress relief. And since the Transept and Penance Hall are cheap, Shocker, Slow Draw, Wield Phobe, and Curious, you don't really care what you do, so let's just take you. You know, this is probably an acceptable level of punishment. Is there anything particular you will do? You just won't drink. And you're bloodthirsty, fascinated with injury, wounds, and torture. Well, you should feel right at home in the Penance Hall then, Mary Walker. Either pain or broken body will tear you down. Yeah, she's actually getting off on it, which is fine. Typhoid Mary loves the punishment. It's like, no, harder. Whip the lash harder. Bring it down. Come on. No, use the barbs, man. Get them in there. They're cruel, but I love it. And that's where we're going to wrap things up. I mean, I know I promised you a fantastic foray at the beginning of the episode, but come on. That was a horrible pun, and all of you are right to despise me for it. And I'm probably quite stupid for having the temerity to revisit it, but hey, doubling down on the stupid, it's kind of my thing. It is definitely. Well, you know, it's not kind of my thing. It's entirely my thing, actually, what I'm talking about. I am going to wrap this one up, though. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon, including the previously mentioned Fantastic Foray that I then pulled the rug out from under you with, might consider subscribing as well, because we do, you know, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, actually, sorry, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays for Darkest Dungeon. I have this confused with RimWorld. Don't know why. They're not really that similar, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.